Welcome to some One Piece action. Now, this is a different variant of our Hannibal deck. I just want to make that clear. You see, it's more purple infused. So normally, where we play the Impel Down blue side, we're playing the Impel Down purple side. But also, it's like a mix. So this one is trying to take strong advantage. Ooh, we gotta start. Is take strong advantage of the 7-drop because we ramp. So we mulliganed that. Okay, we got lucky to get a 2-drop. So you ramp quickly, and it's like you can kind of say you guarantee yourself the 7-drop. So if you're not, so instead of like stacking the deck with like 8 or 9s, which you can see that there's 9 drops in here, but we want to have a strong 7-drop opportunity. Reason why is because we can relatively consistently get ourselves to that nice, what you call it, 7 Don mark. It's just relatively very consistent. So yes, if anybody wants to let's say adopt Hannyabal or adopt this list or the ideology, I recommend finding a strong 7-drop sequence. And I do think, of course, more meta dependent. Like if you think about Borsalino and how fast you can ramp to 7 Dawn and how consistent you can get yourself to 7, Borsalino pretty much guarantees a target, right? We have the Sanji in here, as you can see, right? And that Sanji is a 7-drop. And what else? Oh, there is a Doflamingo 7-drop. Now, when the meta is more like activate main condition, when the meta has more conditions and the on play variants aren't too strong, then yes, I would highly recommend playing the 7-drop Doflamingo because it bounces a 7, so it's very strong under the right conditions. But at the moment, having on play effects can be a bit of a chore. Like, man, I don't want to put that back in their hand. So right now, like putting Robin back in their hand would actually just work out for us because we're at 2 life. Robin's no longer relevant, But if we was at 4, we wouldn't want to bounce that because burn to 3, bounce. Burn to 2. That's insane. So yeah, so when the meta shifts a little bit more into like not so strong on play effects, then yeah, throwing what's that thing called? Throwing Doflamingo, 7-drop Doflamingo in there. So yeah. So I think Hannibal is probably very effective with like miscellaneous cards. Right? You don't really have to go an Impel Down build. You just really more so just need the 2 Impel Down characters, right? So this is essentially like purple Impel Down, and then just like the top end is just very random, right? Sure. But yeah, you probably can get away with a much more random build because once again, you're only looking for the 2-drop Impel Down characters, and there's only 2 available, so you're running 8, and then the rest of the deck can be whatever you want. So if you was to edit this deck, I would say you probably want a mix of things. Like you probably want to find a way to add some Peronas in here, so that way you can make things more consistent for yourself. You probably want to add more 7-drops to make that consistent, so you can, comfortably catch that 7-drop that early because it's very advantageous. And once again, like once you have a 2-drop in your opening hand, you're guaranteed getting yourself to 7 Dawn, right? Are you? Is my math right? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you could guarantee yourself 7 no matter like what happens, right? Like as long as you either open or you draw into a 2-drop, like you can 7 is like the most consistent Dawn count. So you put some 7s in there, at least you're gonna be able to play a bigger body quicker. You can flirt with the 8s and you can flirt with the 9s, but you have to accept that there can be a hiccup. So, and then granted, we didn't have a 7-drop. We shuffled, we mulliganed our 7-drop back into the deck. So, but nonetheless, this is also a game of ratios, so you can change your ratios up. So if you're one that feels like event counters aren't worth it, then boom. If you're one to feel that Zebra ain't worth it, but we have Zebra in here for matchup purposes because it is Banish, and Banish is effective, especially obviously in the yellow matchup. So yeah, Hannibal, I can say is a bit underrated, but I understand its situation. Basically, I kind of understand its situation. It's just like, hey, I lack board presence in the first half of the game, and I'm basically essentially two colors that always had like a weak top end. But yeah, you can do a boa system where you constantly spamming, the 6-drop boas. 8,000 is some muscle, you know what I'm saying? And blocking it, blocking something from attacking, so on and so forth. So I would give Hannyabal a little bit of the underrated thing, but I'm not saying he could probably get away with being in the meta. How about that? It's just, once again, it's about finding the right cards that you want to get out early. That's about it. Just finding the right cards you want to get out early. If you think that a deck is very strong, getting Borsalinos out quickly, because like I said, Borsalino, dropping Borsalino early guarantees you a target. I mean, luckily we got a target now this late into the game. See, they're already at their 10 down. They ramped too, but that's besides the point. What else? Oh, right. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. So yeah, hopefully maybe there's some mastermind out there. Oh, that's another thing. I'm messing up. So the lovely thing about the 7-drops, and I'm thinking about it, we probably should really look into some 6-drops as well. But the lovely thing about the 7-drops is they leave you with some Dawn, so you can do things, right? Right now, if we play Borsalino, oh, we're going to see down a block, since that's the only attacker. And attacking for 5 encourages them to do something. It's like, do you really want to let your only attacker go when we're swinging for 5k? So I understand what's happening right now. You know what I'm so surprised at? That we didn't just play Oh, they took it. Why didn't we just play Borsalino, get rid of their blocker? Put them in a really bad situation. But they decided to take the life. They also need cards in their hand, I guess. See, Borsalino is, I want to say, too high of a drop to have to worry about a trigger. Oh, maybe that was the other factor there. They was probably just trying to see what type of trigger would come out. But yeah, see, the lovely thing about a 7-drop, we had enough Dawn to play a blocker. So yeah, if you want to have a fast Hannyabal deck that's dropping strong 6 and 7 drops, you can probably do that too. There's a lot of flexibility to Hannyabal. I don't know if I said this earlier, but you can probably, I think I said it, try to add a Perona to help with the consistency. Because if you open up with a 2-drop, there's usually 2 turns. You're just going to play a 2-drop and bounce, 2-drop and bounce. So turn 1, 2-drop, bounce. Turn 2, 2-drop, Perona, look at the top 5, bounce the 2-drop. So yeah, Perona can help with any consistency. And then just start dropping the bigger bodies and take advantage of with their board presence. Ooh, that's a crazy swing, huh? Do we feel comfortable being at 0 life? Well, we got lovely defense. We really don't have to worry. I wouldn't even play Ball and Clay. I'll just leave it for counter power at this point. Yep, just let everybody start going off. Oh, we're searching for something bigger and better. Or, yeah, okay, respect that. 2k counter. I mean, heck, we could definitely swing with that searcher at some point. Wow, that's nuts. No, it's understandable. Yeah, this is like a situation they can't stop, right? Dawn stack swing, and then they'll just, oh. Interesting play. Was it worth it? Probably not. But that's an interesting play to help keep yourself alive. It really is. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm surprised we didn't just go for life because Onami is 3,000, blocker is 5. Oh, we was probably doing the math and felt to ourselves, got you. Like, interesting. Oh, we're playing both. Doesn't that rest somebody? That's hilarious. I mean, we got too many attacks, but essentially, we could have rested their blocker and then attack. Are they talking about Hell's Judgment? That's funny. Here we're going up against another Robin. Not too sure if it's the same person or not. And we go first. So good play on Robin. Slowed us down. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, good play on Robin for taking turn 2 away from us. And that is the golden play for Hannyabal, is to use Sadi and catch the double summon and just bounce Sadi back so you don't lose your board presence. It has to be deeply annoying since we got Luffy in hand. Ooh, we get the blocker. Too bad we didn't have another Sadi play, but all in all, since we got Luffy in hand, we don't need our searchers anymore. So block or banish. Oh, they got a 2K. Make sure you do your Dawn math accurately. We're gonna play for the fun of no, not for the fun of it, to ramp. I was like, we're gonna play Sadi for the fun of it? Like, wait a minute, what am I talking about? We're getting that ramp. So we just ramped twice. So we're back on the odd curve, right? 7, and then 8, 9. Ooh, because Zebra is annoying. Oh yeah, that's the other benefit technically. You want to be aggressive with the impel down characters. They can help you ramp if they choose to try to get those characters off the board. Or they're really trying to take advantage of that leader ability. And it's just like they're putting us in a position. Either give us cards, give us the blocker, or you lose a life. Okay, and there's definitely a card we don't need. Ooh, you gotta love it. I love both options. Rush Luffy is just a beast. A great boss card. Oh, poke. Their hand size is so low. So this is actually really good for us. Just like last game, it's like what you want to do. You want to block, you want to check a card, like where you at with this? I'm thinking start this with Rush Luffy and then next turn use Big Mom. That way we should have a better hand size and more options when we have to play the Big Mom. Either they're thinking about this or they stepped away. And they were in thought. I'll go after life because then if we choose Luffy, because the thing is either they're gonna discard or they're gonna block, right? Because it's banish, and then we could have just played Luffy and then just try to see. Now we play Luffy, it just guarantees. You get what I'm saying? It guarantees they're just gonna take the life if we do that. But if we left the character on the board, we could at least attack the character. But it would have put them in a different situation, whether they were either blocked or banished. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so we leave Luffy active because the counter attack. I mean, we do have counter power, but nonetheless. Oh, we do have the 2K. Yeah, we already reached our 10 down state. We don't have to worry too much. So how we want to do this? Catch a double summon play, swing big, and then bounce the 2K back, or just develop the Big Mom and discard the card with no counter power. Oh, they chose to draw. I respect it. It's funny because what we could do is bounce our blocker and give ourselves oh no, we ramped. That was the thing, we ramped. To be honest, we could just leave the Shirahoshi there. Because unless we're going to use a banish effect. Okay. Oh, you know what? This is good because if they swing with Yamato, they don't really have the best way to protect Yamato. Oh, po fella. It's like a mirroring play. I mean, you can argue that their blocker is better than our blocker, but hey. Oh, they chucked a giant? But why? It's both hilarious and annoying. Now, we technically have plenty of Dawn to do whatever, but we need cards in hand. And this is just the annoying thing of dealing with the Nico Robin leader. Alright, we're poking at Yamato. I guess they got another event in their hand. I mean, we got another attack. They got no... Interesting. I was gonna say, they got no active Dawn. Any luck we leaving 6 up? Now this is gonna be difficult to save. Oh! I didn't expect that. You know what I probably would have wanted to see? Because we was attacking life. 10k by itself probably would have gave us that life. Leave the Dawn up. So if we would have got an event from Trigger. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they have to be salty. Not only we literally defended the attack, but... Oh man, I understand the sickness. I get it. Yeah, they swung. They didn't swing hard enough. Pumped by 2k. Rest. 1 card. Stop 2 attacks. And we have a blocker. If they try to attack with their leader, just block. And low key, to be honest, yeah, we probably should take that. There you go. I had defense again. Because now we have, if we want to go for game, we technically have an extra character to go for game. When you think about it. Oh, understandable. GG, you got it, LMAO. I wonder something with what we just saw. Not only was it like the other way around, was that the first match? Was it the same person? I have no idea. But anyway, it looked like, could they have kept playing? I don't know. I was like, yeah, you play ace, you rush, keep going for counterattacks. We started to run on fumes. You know, as long as leader attacked us directly, we started to run on fumes. But then again, I guess you could say the same for them in a sense. I mean, as you see, there was a huge benefit in them being able to add their life cards to their hand, whereas for us, our life was getting burnt. But they had two big bodies on the board. They kept protecting them or keeping them on the board, right? They probably could have just kept counterattacking us because we was just that one event card at that point. But I don't know. I would have to like look and see again because I don't really know what happened. It just kind of happened. Maybe that was the last turn and they just had to just scoop. I don't know. Yeah, that's a skill in this game, is knowing when to just take life. I'd be saying the game starts at 2 life. But if you have max value 2k, I always encourage go for your max value 2k. That hurt. The feelings hurt because it's like you see some delicious Hell's Judgments, but how can you not go for the Sadi play? Now either you crapping out a lot of cards or yep, you go take the bird. And that should be an easy. Oh, they take. Wait, why did we do that? We had a Sadi in hand, which, what the hell? We had a, okay, this is what I thought we were going to do. I thought we were going to play Sadi, double summon, bounce the Sadi back, and have 2 active Don to where we can play our defensive events. Instead, we ate all 4 Don to summon the blocker. That literally would have been the better mechanical play. Now, was it a necessity? I don't know. Oh, they rest our blocker. What kind of play are they going for? Interesting. They rest our blocker to just attack it. Yeah, I think that's worth saving. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Things is just looking bad for the Luffy player. Because we got red rock for anything crazy. And then now we're just gonna start big boy dropping. Oh. What the heck? They quit. Well, that hand is disgusting. Who makes a deck like this? Yo. Did this ever actually work? Oh my god. GG.